It's a story that teaches us an important lesson about letting go of our ego and embracing our true selves. Once upon a time, there was a king who had heard so much about Buddha that he really wanted to meet him. His wife, who was a devoted follower of Buddha, kept telling him how amazing Buddha was. But the king didn't pay much attention and thought he would meet Buddha when the time was right. One day, Buddha visited the king's capital city, but the king didn't bother to go and greet him. His wife was surprised and asked why he didn't go. The king replied, "I'll meet him when I meet him. What am I supposed to say to him anyway?" His wife encouraged him to go and see Buddha. After thinking for a while, the king agreed, but he wanted to give Buddha a special gift. He had a precious diamond that he thought Buddha would appreciate. The king was proud of his diamond and believed it would make Buddha grateful. However, his wife suggested something different. She told him that instead of the diamond, he should take a fresh lotus flower from a nearby pond. She knew that Buddha valued simplicity and inner beauty more than material possessions. The king was hesitant at first, but he trusted his wife and decided to take both the diamond and the lotus flower. He thought it would be interesting to see what Buddha would choose and who would win. The next morning, the king arrived at the place where Buddha was giving a talk to thousands of monks. He got out of his golden chariot and approached Buddha with the gifts. He bowed and presented the diamond to Buddha, but instead of accepting it, Buddha told him to drop it. The king was taken aback. He knew the diamond was valuable and found it difficult to let go, but because he was in front of all the monks, he reluctantly dropped the diamond. Then the king offered the lotus flower to Buddha, but again Buddha asked him to drop it. The king was confused and wondered why Buddha was asking him to drop everything he presented. Buddha repeated his request, and the king had no choice but to drop the lotus flower as well. Now empty-handed, the king asked Buddha what else he wanted him to drop. Buddha smiled and explained that he wasn't asking the king to give up physical objects. He wanted the king to let go of his ego, his identity as a king. Buddha wanted the king to drop the mask he wore and be his true self, a part of the universe. The king was initially irritated, but Buddha's words struck a chord within him. He realized that he had been living behind a mask, carrying the weight of his position as a king. In that moment of realization, the king fell at Buddha's feet, surrendering his ego. Buddha assured him that he understood, and that was precisely what he had been trying to convey. We all wear masks in our lives, masks given to us by society, masks of name, designation, and identity. We have lost touch with our true selves. Just like the king, it takes a wise teacher or a great master like Buddha to remind us of who we truly are and encourage us to let go of the masks we wear. When we drop our egos and embrace our authentic selves, we can connect with the universe and live a more fulfilling life. So my friends, let's reflect on this story and consider the masks we wear in our own lives. Are we truly being ourselves, or are we living up to the expectations of others? Remember, embracing our true selves is the key to finding inner peace and happiness. I hope you enjoyed this story and found inspiration in its message. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. Until next time, be true to yourself and keep shining.